Hello and welcome back. I wanted to show you today how I take larger pieces with texture and put them into sketchbooks. All you really need is your texture, paper, ink pad, and Play-Doh. So whatever texture you're trying to capture, make sure that you have a good grip and a lot of firm pressure, and just really push the Play-Doh into every crevice that way. The more Play-Doh it's pushed in, the more detail you're going to capture for your stamp. And when you're done, you have like a little indent of the texture. And you take your paper and your ink and you just put the Play-Doh into your ink pad and just push it enough where like there's not gonna affect the texture, but layered enough where you're gonna get ink. And there you have it. It's like a simple little stamp that you made. What I did for my sketchbook is I took this and put it here, and I also did the canvas texture, and I just did little dabs to make like this clouding effect. And now I'm ready to fill up the page. I do have something that I made for that area. But it feels like a little small, like, so ignore that and just imagine the background. There's gonna be just like a big old space, and I want to kind of fill it out. So maybe I'll do it like similar to that, where like it's flying, but it's like over here. Ooh, maybe I could put it there, just so that it's like he's like, haha. I don't know. Right now I'm just sketching a reference that I have on the side here, and I'm not trying to make a one-to-one image. I'm trying to get a feel of the bird, and I'm just sketching the texture of his beautiful plumage and just seeing where this goes for now. Yeah. I'm just being careful right now. I always put down wax paper, and I'm gonna do a wash now. I usually do this with all my paintings just to seal it in, and with graphite, if it's being used like this, it usually smudges, so I like to use pencil crayon. And then, like, even now it's still smudging, but that's just because, I don't know, this is pretty watery, so there's gonna be smudging, and that's okay. It's kind of dry, easy enough to work on. So I did something similar with like this one, where I used this kind of color palette, so I kind of want to try to keep it together. Okay, a couple things before I wrap everything up is I wanted to talk about my final thoughts on the spread and what I liked and what I would do differently going forward. So, my favorite parts, I think, were adding just the random texture and the colored up highlights, and just playing with the colors instead of like focusing on the text, like the actual details. And it didn't have to be perfect, and that kind of made me feel like this can be its own thing, you know. I didn't have to be a perfectionist, and it felt nice. And I know this is a sketchbook, and I know that it's not going to be like a final piece, but it really did help. It did help the to free the mindset that I've been stuck in for the past 8 months. And Oh, I really liked adding like the random like lines of highlights. It really helped. I don't know, gave it a pop, a little interesting color, because the highlighting was different than the actual reference picture that I used. So that was fun, just kind of reimagining all that. And on a separate note, it was kind of making me feel nostalgic for this old movie. It's called The Guardians of Ga'Hoole. It's this old fantasy owl movie, I guess the best way to describe it. And it also reminded me of this like owl drawing that I did in 2020. It was with pencil crayons, and then it reminded me that I bought like this set of Arctic's pencil crayons, and I've never I've never really used, and I kind of feel guilty about that. So I kind of want to do pencil crayon drawing for my next video. Maybe owls, because I'm still kind of in an owl mood. I'm not sure. So maybe I could do like a redraw of that old owl. I think it was a great horned owl when I drew it originally. So maybe I could just do like a redraw, like just to see how my my skills have improved since then. And you know, we'll see. I don't really use pencil crayons as much as I used to, and I miss it. I want to see how I've improved since then. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching and sticking around. And if you like this sort of content, please subscribe and like and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah. And most of all, I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.